Hi, my name's Jason Luna, I'm 25 years old, and I live in San Diego, California. Why am I a nerd? Well, first, look at the way I dress. Graphic shirts, I always wear a shirt with a character, or a comic book character, or something like that. And look at the watch. Ooh, a big, bulky watch, so I can tell what time it is. Total nerd. Look at the shorts. Look at the shorts. They are totally short shorts, colorful, vibrant. I find it fun, I find it interesting. And look at the shoes. First of all, the socks, colorful, vibrant socks, I love those. They really express myself. And I love these purple shoes. Totally designed for comfort, not for the way they look. Totally comfortable, totally weird. And that is why I dress like a nerd. And look, ooh, a sweater. He's wearing a sweater. There are a lot of nerds out there, but once you wear the sweater, you know he's a smart nerd, which is what I am. Sweater, smart. And here is the shining glory of my nerddom. Comic books. Look at all these great comic books. We got Captain America. We got all the Avengers here. We got Avengers in here somewhere. Ooh, Avengers. Ooh, brand new. Just bought it. And the thing is, all these comic books, see all these? Got some DC, some Marvel. All these comic books are things I haven't even read yet. I've read so many comic books that I had to cut my shelf down just to things I haven't read. Is that incredible? And it's not just comic books either. Look at all these normal books, normal people books. Same thing as the comic books, I have not read any of these. I have so many books that I have read, I couldn't even keep them. And look, we got some great standards here. Stephen Colbert, my hero, his book, just sitting here on the shelf, partially read. So exciting, I love Stephen Colbert. You know, his humor is so, like, sarcastic, and it seems like he's saying one thing, but he's saying the other, and that knowledge somehow becomes extra funny on the bookshelf. It's super exciting. And here, the complete works of William Shakespeare. I bought this book for 40 bucks. I've read part of it. I just like the way it looks. Gilded pages. Ooh, ooh. Nerds love gilded pages. I've always said that. And you want to talk about books I bought for no reason. Let me show you some stuff. Walt Whitman from the Library of America. All of his poems. Read the poems, still on the prose, but oh man, great writer. And then we got Kate Chopin, Complete Works. Very simplistic but effective gothic female author. Groundbreaking. Also hard to read. But I bought the book. Boom! Early Faulkner. Got the early novels just when he was getting going. Very exciting. Faulkner 2. Unopened. Glossy plastic. Everyone loves glossy plastic. It means it's fresh from the mail. I haven't read this either, but it's got so much really good stuff in it. Great author. I love him. We'll read that someday. Boom! Faulkner 3. More famous stuff. I don't know what it is, but it's all great. It's all great. I love him. I say it, I'll say it again. I'll say that once. I'll say that once. I'll say it again. Faulkner. More Faulkner. It's amazing. It's incredible. Ooh, ooh, 42 to 54. Don't you wish you were there when he was writing such classics as A Fable? I wish I could write a fable. 57 to 62. His last 3 books. I don't know anything about him, but he was dead. Honor the Dead. It's a great book. I'm going to open this someday. I'm going to open it right now. Plastic kind stuck. I'm not going to open it. Catherine Ann Porter. All her books. I know very little about her career, but it was part of like a package deal where I got all the female authors of like the classics, early female authors, and I got it in a book, a big package of books. And this is her collection. Let's see. Eudora Welty called her a power that stamps stories with their very last detail on the human memory. Words to muse on. Unopened with the promo sticker on it. Complete novels of Zora Neale Hurston. Oh my god. Speaking of which, their eyes were watching God. This book is incredible. It's really famous. That's what I know about it. I love famous books, by the way. I will read anything that I think people read so I can, you know, be really up to speed on famous literature. We got Zora Neale Hurston, the other stuff. You're tired of the normal stuff? Try the other stuff. This is so exciting. Mules and Men. Tell My Horse. Really one of the big African-American authors, so I think it would be really exciting someday to read this, which I paid for. Carson McCullers, Heart is a Lonely Hunter. That's all I really know. I also know that most people don't read her, but she is famous for that one book. And, you know, people love books. And I love books. Keep that in mind. We got Eudora Welty. Speak of the Devil. I don't know very much about her. You know, very famous serious writer. I love that American style, that really heavy, emotional, distant perspectives on characters, not super flashy or gimmicky literature. That's really the kind of literature I'm into. You doorbell again! Oh, stories, essays, and a memoir. Ooh, salacious. I can't wait to read a memoir by an author I don't know, because it really teaches me new things. I love learning new things from literature, seriously. Seriously. And we got Sal Bello, 3 novels. I didn't buy the complete Sal Bello. That's one expense I saved. But it's got some classics in here. People really do like Sal Bello, so I think it's cool just because, you know, people really think he's a hip guy that still relates to modern audiences. And someday I will read this book. Oh, Flannery O'Connor. I love Flannery O'Connor. I have read some of her work. Very bitter, great writing style, lots of great twists, Southern Gothic style. She's really one of the great writers I've ever read. She's one of my heroes. Which leads us to Philip K. Dick. Friends of mine really like Philip K. Dick because, you know, I think it's just he really speaks to that disaffected youth thing with his sci-fi novels where things end terribly for everyone. He's a really fun light read. I think you would like him. Oh, and Raymond Carver, another great writer. He writes stories that are like, some are like 2 pages long, and he writes, you know, different short stories of all kinds of length. Similar thing, American style, very disaffected. I think it's a great read. So, if you look at this pile. I bought every one of these at a high price. I don't remember why, but I'm glad I did. Do you like my new sweater? It's got the snazzy shoulder pads. Super awesome. Green. Awesome. So, my biggest vice is buying things, like, for no apparent reason. And it's not just books. Check out the iPad. And it's not just the iPad, which is super expensive. Talk about the apps. I didn't just buy Angry Birds. I bought all 4 Angry Birds. And the fact that I beat all 4 of the Angry Birds games, Angry Birds Seasons, Angry Birds Space, and Angry Birds in Rio, isn't really great. It's kind of sad. They each cost $1 each. So random. And Plants vs. Zombies for $7. I think I'm like building up on my spending spree. And check out my CD collection, which I mostly pay for all by myself. Ooh, Beatles. Have every Beatles CD. Great band. Ooh, Devo. Grew up loving Devo. Let's pull one of these out. Do You Now for the Future. One of the greatest albums ever. Totally crazy. They have a corporate anthem. Don't you wish you had a corporate anthem? Ooh, let's see. Doors. Ooh, Family Guy in Las Vegas. Great album. Seriously. I'm not just saying that. Great album. Alright, let's go. We got some random stuff. But let's see. Ooh, John Lennon. $100 for a box set of John Lennon albums. That was expensive. Police paid for some of that. Simpsons albums. They're alright. Susie and the Banshees paid for that, $10. Steely Dan, pretty good. Talking Heads. Oh man. Devo and Talking Heads. That's my childhood right there. And we go down, and look at this, look at these. Monkey's Head. Paid like $30 for this because it was on sale. What a sale. Oh my god. An 80s pop culture box. And look at these great songs we have here. Heaven by Bryan Adams. Back on the Chain Gang. That's actually pretty good. I'm not being sarcastic. We got Super Freak by Rick James. I like that song too. I like a lot of 80s music, not gonna lie. It's probably my greatest nerdy attribute is I listen to like 10,000 80s songs a day. And whenever you are worried, I'm right here, waiting for you. I'm not just a nerd, I'm a smart nerd. Look at this, I got the Film and Media Studies Bachelors of Arts from UC Irvine, and got the English Bachelors of Arts from the University of Irvine. 3.3 GPA. Hard, but not super hard. I'm a genius. Just comes naturally. If there's one thing I could teach the world, it would be how amazing I am at trivia. And there's a reason, or should I say evidence, that I'm super great at trivia. For example, and the only example, in 2008, NBC game show. 1 versus 100. I won. And I didn't just win. I broke the bank. $1 million. I was so good. They canceled the show after I was on it. They were like, we can't have another Jason Luna bouncing around here. That's right. I'm a noun. My living situation is thusly. I live at home, naturally. There's my dad, who's wearing a Fantastic Four shirt. My brother, Marcus, fellow nerd, especially sports. My mother, Haley, also known as Haley Bailey, totally nerdy. And Odysseus, I don't know if you can see him in the corner, he's hiding from me. He is totally into fantasy movies. I'm here with my mom. So I wanted to ask you a couple questions.
Sure.
Why should I consider myself a nerd?
Well, it all started at a very young age. We had a severe addiction to Star Trek. And you could barely talk. You used to love to watch the show and see the ship go by and go, whoa! Then when you got older, you got like trivia books on Star Trek, and you went through them so much that you practically wore them out and pages were loose. And you knew everything about it. When you got a little older, I found a bumper sticker and I showed it to you, and it was from a Star Trek convention. It said, loose chicks now ask me how. And you didn't get that. I had to explain it to you that chicks are like guys that like Star Trek.
And why do you think I could be considered king of the nerds? Not just a nerd, but king.
Well, it's just been from Star Trek, it went on to Star Wars, other fiction, with both literature and other things like Star Wars and all kinds of comic books. And practically every t-shirt you've ever owned had a picture of some superhero on it. So it's been something that's been going on your whole life and you've been extremely interested in. So I think you're a natural. There's nothing they can throw at you that you can't handle.
Finally, let's answer a question all of you ladies at home are wondering. Am I, how do I put it, a virgin? Well, let me ask you a question. Would a guy with a Spy versus Spy shirt, and, not to mention, a Pigpen shirt about being dirty, would that person who has these shirts be a virgin? Well, regardless, I'm not a virgin.